Hello, I'm Clive Gidney from clivegidneyphotography.com, Photography Made Simple. And the hot topic at the moment is the coronavirus. And depending on where you are in the world, you may already be in lockdown. Certainly in Italy, in Spain, some of the other countries in Europe, you already are. In the UK, we're not yet. In the USA, we're not yet, but I suspect we're heading that way. So what I'm going to look at today is what can we do to keep our photography alive in this situation? And the first thing I want to talk a little bit about is tabletop photography. And if you've never had a go at tabletop photography, it can be quite fun. It can be challenging, it can be creative, and you can come up with something that perhaps you haven't done before. If you're looking for ideas, if you Google tabletop photography ideas, there's loads of them. So things like this, we've got this, literally hundreds of ideas. If you've never done any tabletop photography, you don't really need any sophisticated equipment. You might need a close-up lens that fits over your standard lens so you can get a bit closer to your subject, but you can use window lighting, you can make up your own backgrounds. As I say, you perhaps need a tripod, might help you, but even that's not essential. I'm not going to go into detail about how to do the photography today. I'll save that for another video, but go out there, get a few ideas and have a go. The second thing you can do is tidy up Lightroom. Now, I don't know how good you are with Lightroom. I store all my images in there, but I'm not that rigorous about probably two particular aspects of Lightroom. Here's my Lightroom catalogue, and you'll see I've got 86,722 photos in there. A lot of them are really not very good photos, but I'm not very good at deleting them. I don't know about you. I always think maybe they should be there for a rainy day, but they're not. So if I put a filter on of 1-star photos, and you'll see the numbers of photos has gone down from 86,000 to 34,000. So there's 50 odd thousand photos there that I haven't rated. There's a number of ways you can rate your images in Lightroom. You can use the star system, which I can use. You can use flags, or you can use colors here. So these are your rating tools. And again, I'm not going to go into that today, but that's another thing you could do is look at the photos that you haven't rated. You can select a folder. Here's a shoot, a client shoot, for example. And if you go down and select and click on the little symbol here, you can select that rating equal to, and if you set rating equal to no stars, so I've got 65 out of 114, so 50% of the photos in this shoot I didn't think were good enough, and realistically I could go ahead and delete them. What I wouldn't do is go through and delete them folder by folder. I'd go through your folders, make your selections, tidy them up, and then select at a higher level, select all the no-star photos and just delete them en masse. So that's one thing you can look at. The other thing you can look at, and again it depends on how rigorous you are, is keywording. And you'll see I've got a collection of a few photos here, and you'll see this particular one that's selected, I've got no keywords. Now keywords are really useful for helping you find images. So I'm not consistent about it. I have keyworded that one with Snowdon and Wales. I've not keyworded that one. I have keyworded that one. That's actually me in the photo there. That one's keyworded. That one's got butterfly. That one's not been keyworded. So looking at your keywords, and there are ways you can use keywords so that if you add one keyword, it will automatically add other keywords. So for example, if you added daffodil, it could automatically add yellow and plant for you. And again, I'm not going to talk about how we do that today, but that's perhaps something for another day. So that's keywording in Lightroom. And perhaps the third thing you can do is expand your knowledge, expand your learning on all topics of photography. And there's loads and loads of videos in YouTube on photography, on Lightroom, on Photoshop, whether you want to do model photography, whether you want to do landscape photography, macro photography, whatever you want to do, there are videos out there. The slight issue with YouTube is, while there's a lot of good advice out there, some of it is not so good, some of it they don't really explain it that well, and so forth. But by all means, go and have a look. For me, one of the key aspects of improving your photography is getting it right in camera. And to help you do that, I've created a course called How to Capture Great Photos Made Simple. It's a course on Udemy. It runs for about 2.5 hours. There's 23 modules. There's assignments in there to go and practice what you've learned. And at the end of it, I guarantee that you will be able to take better photos. They will be better in the camera. They will need less post-processing, and altogether, it'll make your photography more fun. I'll put a special link down below. This course normally retails at full price at $199. I'll be putting a code down below for you, so you can get it today for just $17. So that's something else you can do while you're not able to get out and about. You can have a look at Tabletop Photography, and everything in my course will help you with that. You can tidy up Lightroom, and you can look at your learning. So three things there you can do. Three things there you can do to keep your photography going if you can't get out and about. Hope that's been helpful. Look out for future videos where I'll expand on some of these topics. Bye for now.